Hello, this is Scholar Strife doing some math. Today in Algebra 1 we're going to be writing expressions. So in Algebra we're learning kind of like the basics of the math language. Here we go. A verbal model is an expression that describes a problem using words such as labels and using math symbols to relate the words. It's basically the way we read math. 2 plus 2. Stuff like that. 2 minus 2. 2 to the power of, like lesson, 2 to the power of 3. 2 cubed. Stuff like that. A rate. A rate is a fraction that compares two quantities measured in different units. And a unit rate is a fraction that compares two quantities measured in different units. So this is like miles per gallon. Miles per $1 worth of gallon, Miles per gallon, price per gallon, or dollars per gallon. So addition. So we say add, it has multiple names. We have sum. So whenever you hear the word sum, it means to add them together. Plus. Well, you know what plus is. Total. More than. So 2 more than 3 is 5. Increase. So 2 is increased by 3. Or that's one example. They give some examples here. The sum of 2 and a number x. It's 2 plus x. A number n plus 7. So the number n plus 7. Subtraction, we have difference, less than. So 3 less than 6. Minus, decreased by, 6 is decreased by 3, or 3 is less than, or 3 less than 6 is 3. Here's some examples. The difference of a number n and 6 is n minus 6. The number y minus 5. Y minus 5. Multiplication. We use times, product, multiplied by, of, 3 of 5. We usually use of when we're talking about like percentages, like 25% of 100, which means we multiply 100 by 0.25. So we have 12 times a number y is 12y. 1/3 of a number x is 1/3 x. So division, we use the word quotient. So if you ever see the word quotient, it means to divide. Divided by, divided into. The quotient of a number k and 2. So notice how k came first, so that goes on top, and then 2. So whenever you see the quotient of... Okay, so let's do more examples. Translate the verbal phrase into expression. So 6 less than the quantity, so 6 less. So 6 less, so let me give you an example first. Let's say 6 less than 8. That means 8 minus 6. So minus 6 is going to be over here on the right side. So all we're doing is translating. We're not evaluating or solving. So 6 less than the quantity. So whenever you see quantity, that means parentheses. 8 times a number x. So 8x. Okay. So they want you to do the multiplication first, and then minus 6. So I'm going to rewrite this 8x minus 6. Okay, so x is attached to the 8. That means you have to do the multiplication first before you subtract 6. And that's it, 8x minus 6. You cannot solve this until we know what x is. You cannot, I can't do anything else. 2 times the sum of 5 and the number k. So 2 times the sum of 5 and a number k. So they're saying, I want you to add something first, and then multiply it by 2. 2 times the sum, so sum is the addition of two numbers. Part C, the difference of 17 and the cube of a number n. The difference of 17 and the cube of a number n. So the difference of 17, difference means minus, the cube of a number n. So we take n and then we cube it. There we go. Let's do some more. The product of 5 and the quantity 12 plus the number n. So product means multiplication, quantity, put the parentheses up, 12 plus the number n. Part B, the quotient. So remember, quotient is division, and the first number goes on top. And the quantity, so the second number is on the bottom. The quantity of a number x minus 3. Okay? Alright. 10 over x minus 3. So you and 3 friends are collecting canned food for a food drive. You each collect the same number of cans. Write an expression for the total number of cans collected. Okay? So write a verbal model. You and 3 friends are collecting canned food for a food drive. You each collect the same number of cans. So you could say, so we want the total number of cans. So the total number, you can say the number of cans the number of cans times the number of people. So I'm going to say let x. Actually, let's use a different letter. Let C be the number of cans. So that is C times 4, or 4C. So if we knew how many cans one of you collected, so because you all collected the same amount, you can figure out the total by multiplying by 4. Or you could take the time and each of you count every single can, which could be a very long time if each of you collected 115 cans each. Alright, so this is our answer here for C, or C times 4. Checkpoint 2. In example 2, so the previous example, suppose the total number of cans collected are distributed equally to 2 food bags. So write an expression that represents the number of cans that each food bank will receive. So our total is 4C. And then we're going to divide those into 2 food banks. So we have 4C divided by 2. Now, the good thing about this is we can simplify this by separating the letters from the numbers. So this is 4 times 2, and then we have C over here. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that is 2C. So what I'm saying is we can just look at the numbers and reduce them like we do normal fractions. But this only works if C is attached. There's no addition, no subtraction going on in the division. So each of the food bags will receive 2 times the number of cans that one of you collected. Okay, example 3. 3 gallons of milk cost $9.15. What is the unit rate? So they want to know how much is 1 gallon of milk cost. So 3 gallons cost $9.15. That means we take our $9.15 divided by 3. So 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9, so we drop that. That becomes 0. This, we go down 1. 3 goes into 1 0 times. Make sure you keep the decimal point where it is. So nothing happens here. So we're going to drop the 5. 3 goes into 15 5 times. And we don't have a remainder. So this is $3.05 per 1 gallon of milk. Okay, let's see. 420 miles in the 3 hours. So find the unit rate. So they want this bottom number to become 1. So what you do is you just do division. 420 divided by 3. That is 14 miles for 1 hour. $12 per 3 foot squared, or $4 per foot squared. We deal with feet squared when we're looking with area, and let's say you're replacing floor tiles, stuff like that. 20 cups for 8 people. That means each person gets 4 cups. How many times does... Oh, sorry. Whoa, that's wrong. So 8 goes into 20. Let's do the division here. So 8 goes into 22 times. That becomes 16. And then we add the decimal point, add a 0. Okay. So each person gets 2.5 cups per person. Notice how per means divide. Okay, so this is $4 per foot squared. This is 2.5 cups per person. Okay. Hopefully you don't have too much trouble with that. Have a good day.